Okay, so I've got Cook's Country. This is a wonderful little book that I signed up for. And there's only 2 pages in this book that I want to share with you. So that's pretty good and easy. Let's see. They have a cheddar crusted grilled cheese, and it makes 2 sandwiches. Total time is 35 minutes. It's important to use a good nonstick skillet here. While crisping the cheese crust in step 5, it says, avoid flipping the sandwich too early. At first, the cheese will be soft and melty, but it will crisp as it continues to cook. When sprinkling the cheese in the skillet for the crust, be sure to leave enough room between the portions so that the cheese does not run together. For the best flavor, buy American cheese at the deli counter, not the pre-sliced cheese that comes in the wrapper in the cellophane. Okay, now here is the ingredients that you're going to need for the cheddar crusted grilled cheese. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of mayonnaise, 4 slices of hearty white sandwich bread, 2 slices of the deli American cheese, that's 1 1/2 ounce, 4 ounces of white sharp cheddar cheese shredded, 1 cup divided, and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter divided. This is 6 steps, okay? So stay with me through all 6 steps. 1, you're going to spread the mayonnaise evenly on one side of each slice of bread. Layer 1 slice of American cheese and 1/4 cup of cheddar on the mayonnaise side of each of the 2 slices of bread. Now you're going to top with remaining 2 slices of bread, mayonnaise side down. Number 2, you're going to melt 1 tablespoon of butter in a 12-inch non-stick skillet over medium heat. You want to place the sandwiches in the skillet, cover, and cook until they're golden brown on the bottom. Now that's 4 to 7 minutes. Your third step, using a spatula, carefully flip the sandwich. Add remaining 1 tablespoon butter to the center of the skillet between the sandwich and tilt to distribute the butter as it melts. Cover and continue to cook until the second side is a deep golden brown and the cheese is visibly melted around the edges of the sandwich. 2 to 5 minutes longer. Sorry, just had to look where the cats were. Transfer sandwiches to a wire rack. Number 4, remove the skillet from the heat and wipe clean with paper towels. Sprinkle 2 1/4 cup portions of remaining cheddar into rectangles just larger than slices of bread, about 6 by 4 inches on opposite sides of the now empty skillet. Place sandwiches directly on top of the cheddar. Number 5, return the skillet to medium heat and cook until the edges of the cheddar beneath the sandwiches are well browned and crisp. 2 to 4 minutes. Do not slide the spatula under the sandwich before the cheddar is crisp. It will pull the cheddar and ruin the crust. When the cheddar is browned along the edges, slide the spatula underneath the sandwich and transfer the cheddar crust side up to the rack. For decorative purposes, you can upturn the edges of the cheddar crust if desired. Now the final step. This is step 6. Let the sandwiches sit for 5 minutes to allow the cheese to set. Transfer your sandwiches to the cutting board and cut diagonally. You may serve. Okay, they're playing. Okay, I had to take a time out for that. That was on page 13. They have some more, but you want to read about more of it, you have to buy the magazine. Now, I found this very interesting. Some of you may not, but getting to know potatoes. Potatoes are one of the few vegetables that can't be eaten raw, so it pays to have a little know-how when selecting to cook them, by Scott Cawthon. Potatoes are native to the Americas and were domesticated by the Incas and other Andean peoples. Buy loose potatoes when possible. If you do buy potatoes in plastic bags, transfer them to something more breathable when you get them home. Boys, quit it. We go through this every once in a while, sorry. Types and uses. Potatoes consist mostly of starch and water. Knowing the relative proportions of these substances in each variety is the key to choosing the right one for different cooking methods and recipes. For high starch, low moisture, you want your russet Idaho baking. That's fluffy when baked, roasted, break down when cooked with a liquid, and sometimes that's a good thing. Best for baking, frying, mashing soups when you want them to break down and thicken the broth. 2. A medium starch, which is a medium moisture, such as your gold, yellow, Yukon gold. Creamy when baked, roasted, hold their shape moderately well when cooked with liquid. Best for potato salad, gratin, soup, stews, and mashing. Now your third kind of potato is a low starch. This is high moisture and it's kind of waxy, like the red bliss, the new, and the fingerling. Firm when baked, roasted, hold their shape when cooked with liquid, and it's best for boiling, steaming, potato salad, roasting, and grilling. Now, the storage. Now, this is very interesting to me. Potatoes keep for at least a month if stored at room temperature with some ventilation and away from the light. Why keep your spuds in the dark? When the potatoes are exposed to light for prolonged periods of time, they begin to turn green just below the skin, and this green is chlorophyll. While the chlorophyll is tasteless and harmless, it does mark the potential presence of soline, a toxin that can cause serious illness. Since soline develops on the skin of the potato or just below the skin, peeling away the skin greatly reduces the risk of becoming ill from a slightly green spud. But it's better to prevent the chlorophyll and soline from developing at all, and storing potatoes away from the light accomplishes this. They show some top-rated equipment like a Kuhn Rikon Original Swiss Peeler at $4. It's Y-shaped, razor-sharp, and lightweight. This Mesmermester, the Pro Touch Fine Edge Swirl Peeler, is only $19. The straight peeler, very sharp, comfortable, high arch means less clogging. And the Xylus Stainless Steel Potato Mashers, $13. Very efficient, comfortable handle, and heavy duty. If you use spuds from a box, instant mashed potato flakes. We're typically skeptical of the instant products because we've grown so fond of using instant mashed potato flakes, not for actual mashed potatoes, but as an ingredient for different types of recipe. Good versions, such as those of the Idahoan and the Bob's Red Mill, contain only dehydrated potatoes and have a mild, slightly savory flavor. We avoid these with butter flavors. Sorry, my cat is just wanting to play. They readily absorb moisture and thus have some thickening power. The Test Kitchen uses them in recipes for croquets, chicken croquets with lemon scallion sauce, clam chowder, Woodman-style clam chowder, rolls, soft, chewy dinner rolls, and even candy, the Needham's potato candy. And that's all I have for you tonight in the Cook's Country magazine. Thank you for tuning in, and God bless. Hope to see you tomorrow, and that'll be again.